success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge.
Do they disrespect me at all? You know, and did that so say something? Like, those are little things that can get me right in the emotional frame of mind that when I ran on the field and I said, let's fucking go.
The only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist.
Every time you wanted to quit, every time life tried to break you, you chose to stand tall. That's what makes you great.
When it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive.
Do more than you talk, do more than you watch, do more than you consume. Everything will be easy.
The heaviest things in life aren't iron and gold, but unmade decisions. The reason you are stressed is that you have decisions to make, and you're not making them.
The reason I am posting this much volume, the reason I'm doing the things that I'm doing is because I have a vision, and if I don't achieve that goal, I am fucked for the rest of my life. I have no other option. So I have to go balls to the wall. I have to put everything on the line to make it happen.
Your biggest enemy is you. My whole book is about you battling yourself. People don't understand it's you against you. The only person that gets in your way is you. Nobody else. It's you.
Oh, I'm scared of this and I'm scared of that. Dude, it's all in your fucking head. It's all in your fucking head. All you're thinking about is what's the worst to come. Dude, what's the best that'll come?
They told me I wasn't good enough. They told me I was dreaming too big. They said a kid from the LBC couldn't make it. But guess what? I didn't let none of that stop me. I stayed true to myself. I stayed focused on the vision, and I turned them no's into yeses.
For me, anger was good. Anger was good because it was motivating. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys.
In life, folks, you cannot change your life unless you change something. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got.
Just chill out. Embrace the process. You say, Dwayne, what process? Life. Life. Embrace the journey and the process of life. You only get stronger hiking by going uphill. Nobody gets stronger hiking by just going downhill.
You have to take chances in life. If you don't take chances in life, you'll never have the life God has for you.
Don't give up. Though the pace seems slow, you may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tints of clouds of doubt. You never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely.
He said, if you want to be special, you have to do the special things that the other players aren't willing to do.
We're all writing a book. What's your book look like? What does your fucking book look like? Like your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book? How good was your book? What was the ending to your book? If the ending to my book can be so amazing because of all that was done.
You try your best, you work hard, but it just doesn't in the end go the way you want. So what are you gonna do, quit? You're gonna just blame everyone else? You're gonna go in there and blame the guy next door and blame that person and blame the dog and go out there and sleep until 10 o'clock? Or you're gonna get out of bed, wake up and go do something about it?
It doesn't matter where you are in life. It really doesn't. Because the great thing about life is it's always your next move. Your next move that counts.
So go do something that's painful, whether it be from physical pain or fear. And most of the time, if you can find that and go towards it, go looking for that pain, especially at that young age when your testosterone's so high, then you're probably doing the right thing. You're probably on the right path. Do that.
If you can see a vision, if you can see yourself living the life that you want to be living, it is going to be yours if you do what you know you need to do.
Success is the only revenge. As you expand, they shrink into irrelevance. As you get louder, no one can hear them. You don't beat them, you cast a shadow so big, no one can see them to begin with.
Stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Stay hungry. Keep that fire in your soul. And stay true. Always be real with yourself and the world. Because the world don't need no more copies. It need originals. And trust me, ain't nobody else that can do what you do like you do.
At the end of the day, nobody cares. What we're going through, how your body feels, nobody cares. We gotta do our job. And we emphasize that to each other again today. You know, hey, I got your back, you got mine. Nobody cares, man. We gotta go.
It didn't matter what the other guys were doing. It didn't.
Powerful.
It mattered what I was doing.
Powerful.
I had to look in the mirror every night.
Dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals.
Because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You hustle different, you love different, and you lead different.
I don't believe in talent. I'm here because I worked hard my whole life. Without that work, no one in this room would know who I am except my family. So to all the kids around the world watching, paying attention, and aspiring to be like one of us or even on the stage someday, put the work in and watch the magical ride you go on.
My father always told me, don't expect anything to be handed to you. You know, you do the work, you know, and everything else is going to figure itself out. You know, what's for you is for you. And you can't take anybody's blessings away from anybody else. So I'm just like walking my path, man, and just trying to be locked in.
Go find big problems, because in those problems are pain. And the more pain you can take and the more problems you can solve, the bigger those problems are, the bigger you'll be as a man.
All you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you.
Obsession is about doing the work on the days you don't feel like doing it. Showing up every single day, day after day, whether you're tired, you're sick, your mom's sick, you're still showing up and you're still doing the work required to get you one step closer to your goals.
But where do you go to? You wake up on a morning, it's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you've got no cartilage in your knee, you've got shitty shorts, whatever it is that's the issue today.
Keep talking.
You've got these problems, right?
I need you to keep talking about what you were just saying. I know every motherfucker ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do. So this is how you level up. That's how you level up.
But you'll not get there if you quit. Fellas, you'll not get there if you quit. If you just say, forget it. You know, I can't be the man that I wanted to be. Well, of course you're not right now. You will not be the man that you want to be until you grow into it. You have to grow into it.
Years from now, 100 years from now, a lot of us is not even going to be around. And that's mind-boggling to think. So that means you don't have time to give a fuck what anybody is saying. You can do whatever you want. Whether you rap, whether you make clothes, whether you're a content creator, whether you want to be an astronaut. Your dreams just sound so unbelievably big. That is why they're called dreams.
If you play it safe, you won't have much of a life. Life is risk. It takes courage to pursue your dream. I just did it. It cost me everything, but eventually, God is very good, man, when he sees you take a leap of faith. He supplies you everything you need. Now, it's gonna cost you something.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. cut out all the fucking noise, get back to the fucking mental lab, because that's where the knowledge came from.
My kickboxing coach used to say to me, I used to come in the gym, say, what do you hate the most? And I say, I hate running. I say, okay, you're going running. I say, why? He goes, because whatever you hate is what you need. Whatever you hate is what you need. I want to spar, bag work, pads, no problem. Running, I didn't want to run, but that's what you need. And that's what life's about. You're not going to be able to go through life avoiding pain and also becoming a man of quality. You're going to have to be that guy who's been through so much shit that he can wake up and go, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing compared to back then. This ain't nothing compared to that time. You know, and if you're not going to be that guy, then you're going to always suffer the consequences of not being that guy.
If you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you could do this, then follow that voice.
A pine tree grows and matures very fast. An oak tree grows and matures very, very slow. But which one lasts longer? And which one is stronger? Which one shelters more critters and more birds? Which one, when it's done and over and it's cut down, which one is more valuable for the lumber?
So if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have a vision that is so much bigger than anybody else can imagine, but you see it clearly, cut off everything in your life that is not moving you forward and getting you closer to that goal. Because once you see the vision, there is no going back. Because either you go after it and you achieve everything that you imagined, or you don't do anything and you just sit with that regret forever.
I never once in my life ever said I wanted to be the best of all time. Ever. I wanted to be the best I could be, period.
We don't learn success, guys. Success, we don't learn shit. We only learn failure. How we came up short, that we see the gap where we are and where we want to go. That gap is a report card on how to fix that weak chain in the chain of life, how to reapply our efforts to make it more effective, so that this is us, not here. This is the fucking us.
There is a way out, that there is a way to do more, to get more, to obtain more.
I was not always this strong guy you see. I went through a lot of hard times in my life to get here today. And a story I'll tell you with real quick. I walked in the recruiter's office and he looked at me and he said, you're fat and you're black. I said I want to be a Navy SEAL. I didn't know there had only been 35 African-American Navy SEALs at that time in over 70 years. He said I basically had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months because of my age. I was getting too old. I came back 3 months later, 106 pounds lighter.
When people copy, they copy the wrong stuff because they don't know why it worked to begin with. And when it breaks, they don't know how to fix it because they didn't build it. So don't sweat it. Copycats will always be behind.
Fail big. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. So don't be afraid to go outside the box.
Most people are not willing to pay what it costs to go after your dream, because you're going to have to hurt a little bit. And most people don't like being uncomfortable. If you don't want to be uncomfortable, please do not pursue success, because success is a very uncomfortable feeling.
We think are the hardest things in our life end up being the best experiences in our life, because if you approach it with humility and you look inward, they become the best opportunities for growth and learning.
Been running my agency for about a year now. been studying organic content for about 2.5 years, ever since I was 17. Only saw the benefit probably August of last year, but all throughout 2024 and basically almost all throughout 2025, I was hustling, I was grinding, I was working. It was rough because I wasn't seeing any progress. But I believe that everyone that actually puts in work and the people that actually want it for themselves will achieve and will do. You will achieve and you will do, and you'll finally get to the promised land. You'll finally get to the promised land. So do not quit. Do not quit at all.
Many times you say to yourself, I gotta lose weight, I'm too fat. And then you know what? During the day you eat at night, and then next day you get mad at yourself.
I want to be better, I think I really look at everything in my life as a learning experience. Could I have been better, to help or something, When it's hard, I'm gonna stand on it when it's easy. And that's just who I'm gonna be when I can control something and when I can't.
Heroes and villains always have the same backstory, pain. The difference is what they choose to do about it. Villain says, the world hurt me, I'll hurt it back. The hero says, the world hurt me, I'm not gonna let it hurt anybody else. Heroes use pain, villains are used by it.
Stop trying to be alive and fucking start living. Death is coming. When it comes, are you ready for it? Are you gonna stand up and dance at that fucking celebration? Or are you gonna be wishing, oh my God, because that's permanent, man. You can't change it. You can't reverse the clock. Try to make amends and do it right. You don't have time to say you're sorry and make it right. Now it's over with.
A man has no easy path. And you have to remember that. Because your mind will constantly be trying to manipulate you. It'll constantly be trying to trick you into thinking that there's an easy option. There's an easy way out. When that is most definitely not the case.
And I was like, bro, I could put this money into something, go all in on it, and let me see where the fuck it takes me. If it takes me to nowhere, cool, fine, I did it. If it takes me somewhere, I gain everything. So you have nothing to lose, but you have everything to gain.
Your mind takes control of you. You have to say, fuck you, I run this motherfucker. And that's what that's all about.
We are going to die eventually. Everybody that you hear talking about you, everybody that you hear speaking on your craft or saying you're not good enough, or you're embarrassed to show, not embarrassed, but you're scared to show your talents around, or they think they have something to say. It doesn't make any sense, because we will all get to a time where we will all pass away.
Don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you are trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit.
The constant grind and the feeling of never being good enough kept us working. I really learned on the days, the nights that we won championships, you think you want to go out and celebrate, you think you want to go out and party, but those days, you realize that you didn't win the championship on that day, on that night. You won a championship that day when you got up, when you had 2 games or 4 games in 5 nights. You went up and you went to practice every single day. That's when you became a champion.
Put God first in everything you do. Everything that you think you see in me, everything that I've accomplished, everything that you think I have, and I have a few things, everything that I have is by the grace of God.
What you know is very limited, and what you don't know is limitless.
All right, those who go to college, get out of college, get a job, and stay in that job until they retire, then retire and buy property down in Florida, that's an anomaly. That's not normal. It happens, but it's an anomaly. And most of those people, they might be really good people, but they ain't got cool stories to tell.